Welcome to Denver, Colorado football fans. A great look at Empower Field here in Mile High Stadium. Today, a good one in store here. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Denver Broncos. Here's the former Bronco, Matt Prater, out, and he'll get us started in Mile High. Here's R.J. Harvey on the return. He stopped on the run back of the 27. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. And bringing them out. He was a rookie last season when he took the Broncos to the playoffs for the first time in 9 years. Now a sophomore. It's Bo Nix.
Those Denver Broncos have been looking for their next quarterback after Elway and Manning. And it was a dark period until Bo Nix stepped into the fold. He led all rookies in passing yards, touchdowns. That was 29, by the way. And he finished third for Rookie of the Year. The Broncos, they found their quarterback.
They run it. Here's R.J. Harvey. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing him a loss. First play of the game. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there. On the draw, they give to Harvey. He's getting to stretch his legs a little bit here. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first. That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
We've set it down from 37. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. As a man, that's Cortland Sutton. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
10 more yards. Complete to Cortland Sutton. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 47-yard line.
Ball right up against that marker, but not there yet. It's 2nd and inches. It's Harvey straight ahead. And he's not going to get there. The defense attacked to deny the marker, and now a chance to stand here with 3rd and 1.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Oh, and they're going to have the fullback try and power for it. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner, even though it didn't gain a yard. It actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
All right, here's one of our game's first big risks. The offense lining up to go for it on their own side. Going for it with Harvey. The defense seizing the opportunity. Great stop. They've got a turnover on downs, and they get their guys the ball in plus territory.
These 4th down runs, it's all about want to and will. Want to keep it conservative offensively, try to move it across, but that defense was having none of it. And now they get themselves off the field.
So now the Bills will get their turn at an opening drive of the game. They're led out by the reigning NFL MVP. He's finished top 5 in voting 4 of the last 5 seasons, Josh Allen.
He won the MVP award. We all knew he'd capture at some point of his career. And to me, Katie really did so because he further elevated everybody around him. That's what MVPs do. It's exactly what Josh did a season ago.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. First tone of the game for James Cook. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Now come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Man in motion, out of the slot. Now Allen off the play action. Well, it would have been a big completion, Brock, if not for that meddling defender who knocked it away. And that sets up 3rd down. And we're seeing this more and more these days, mixing some deep looks into that opening script, Brock. Test all levels of the secondary. They held up there.
Yeah, and it's not going to be the last time this defense will be tested. This group likes to push the ball down the field. They answered the call that time.
Allen on 3rd down. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. And he made sure to angle that one toward the sideline. He bounces inside the 20 and jumps out at the 13. So the Broncos headed out for their 2nd drive of the game. And they're very fortunate the turnover on downs and short field did not lead to points. They can thank their defense by putting a scoring drive together right now. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Nix. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. A gain of 26 yards there. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
From the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive. Nix now on 1st and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So it'll be 2nd down.
No real secret. They were going to get him and his height involved early there, Kate. The secret was how is he going to be defended? Well, they chose to go physical. And that will plant a little thought in his mind. The next time the ball comes his way, he better be ready for some contact.
2nd down, give to Harvey. Now that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. On 3rd down, here's Nix. Yeah, set up the screen here. It's Harvey. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. Where I sit and judge a defense, I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
He has it at the 13. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Buffalo offense out there for their 2nd drive of the contest. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Now the shotgun give to Cook. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
Allen on 3rd and short. That's caught for the first. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And the Bills have a first down.
A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Buffalo.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Cook. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Throw here, 3rd down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Mitch Wisnowski headed back down as they'll punt it away once more. And that's going to pin them as deep as it can go. They're going to be set up inside their own 5-yard line. So here comes the Bronco offense. By this point, partner, they are through that opening script, through trying to establish their offense, and yet still no points. Thinking it might be time to start switching things up a little bit, tear up the old game plan and start fresh.
Well, I promise you that's what's buzzing on the headsets and over on the sidelines and in the huddle. Got to find a way to just get into some sort of rhythm.
First play of the drive. Here's Harvey. Boy, were they ready to try and stick him there for the safety. As it stands, he's only able to maybe get back to the 2.
That right there, my friends, is exactly the kind of pressure and intensity you expect from a defense each of these next 2 snaps as well. They want to keep you pinned right there against your own end zone and force you into a very risky punt.
Staying on the ground here with Harvey. And his drive up the middle gets him about 3. That was T.J. Sanders on the tackle.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
They'll throw 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
In real estate, Kate, it's location, location, location. In football, it's rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. And you don't get 3rd down conversions, you get no rhythm.
Here comes the Broncos punting unit. Jeremy Crawshaw, the one who's going to send this away. Short drop, but he still gets away a very good punt. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Following the play, though, one of the Bills still pretty shaken up down there. Trainer's going to get out there to see what's wrong. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Throwing now on first down. Allen. Here's a screen for Cook. He still has room inside the 30. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. It's a gain of 22. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
Slot receivers headed left. We'll get about 6 on this run, and more importantly, Brock gets him into the red zone.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Seven yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Now a design run. It's Allen. Fights his way through a tackle. And he's out just before he can hit the end zone, but what a nice 1st and goal here from the 2.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. Cook is in for the Buffalo touchdown. The Bills go up 6-0 here in the 1st. It's a James Cook touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Matt Prater for the point after try. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bills will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Broncos nothing.
Now Prater on to send it away. Marvin Mims now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Broncos offense all set to go. And coming off 3 and out, Brock, they really need to build some momentum from the ground as they try to get on that scoreboard here. All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10. Shotgun hands off to Harvey. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Nix from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Nix trying to sneak it. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
It's a gain of a yard.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
1st and 10. It's Harvey. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Short pass brought in. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Backfield is empty as they motion him out right. Now Nick's on 3rd down. Hits his running back. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio. This guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Nick's off the play action. Fits it through the middle. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Another Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Giving this to Harvey. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Broncos 1st down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. There's the fake. Here's Nix. And he's got it. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos making a 1-point game. It's a Troy Franklin touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Will Lutz now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Ty Johnson now to return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Buffalo sending its offense to the field. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. On 1st down, Allen. Throw secured by Brandon Cooks. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Bills have a 1st down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. Straight ahead, here's Cook. The middle was crowded, so he found some daylight outside. Look at that. That's a 9-yard gain.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. Another one for Cook. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. On the sneak, it's Allen. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of a yard. That's good.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Cook trying this one up the gut. Dancing past him. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
That's another Bills 1st down. A gain of 22 yards. 1st down, Buffalo.
That is textbook RPO right there, Kate. Quarterback's decision-making comes quick off the snap. And that back, you know that he's already looking for those lanes before the ball's even in his belly. Before that defense can adjust to the run, he hits that 2nd level.
Allen now on 1st down. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. We're back for the 2nd quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They'll have 2nd down as they look to continue this good drive. And off to Cook here out of the zone read. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Man in motion here. 1st and 10. Here's Allen. That one's complete right side. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Back to the line they come. 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That's Kincaid with a catch out left. And he'll go down here at the 16.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. To the air on 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Looking for Keon Coleman that time. And now a 4th down, staring right at him.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Prater puts it through. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Now Prater on to send it away. Harvey now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Broncos and quarterback Bo Nix gearing up for their next series. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. First call here coming from the shotgun. Shotgun snap to Nix. Hits him on the out route. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Second down now, they need 7. They give up the middle to Harvey. That is exactly why you rally to the football. He got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. This one's in range, but it gets knocked away. Couldn't connect, and that brings up 4th down.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Takes it in at the 26. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Bills and James Cook making their way back out on offense now. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. First down now, ball at the 33. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Completed over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Here's a give to Cook. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Throwing the out route complete. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. And they're going to throw out of the gun. Underneath it goes. Catch made by the running back. And they nearly picked up the first down with that effort. Ball advances to the 45-yard line.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
QB sneak coming. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. A gain of a lone yard, but Brock, that's all they needed. First down.
That may not look like much, but that is a confidence builder for quarterback and offensive line in particular. When you know you can push the pile on 3rd down on a sneak and get a first down, you may have to come back to that in a bigger moment in this one later.
First down throw for Allen. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Back to the air, Allen. Dumped off to his running back. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
And this is a designed run for Allen. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
All right, here we go. Second down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
And the Bills, first down. It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Bills.
Double coverage, a deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills make it a 9-point advantage. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Prater on for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bills make it a 10-point ball game.
Broncos 7.
Now Prater on to send it away. On the return, here's Mims. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Denver set to take the field on offense. They're down 10 partway through this one. Score is 17-7. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. On the handoff, here's Harvey. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Nix from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. Finds a little room there. Gets him about 3 yards. They're up to the 43.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Throwing here, Nix. And he'll set up the screen here. It's Harvey. He gets it forward a little to his 46. Jordan Poyer up from the secondary to make that stop.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Now Nix on 3rd down. Keeps this one off to Harvey. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. They get 6 and a first down as well.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Nix quick out wide. Complete. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now, they need 7.
Thanks for stopping by. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Fire 100 points thumbs up trophy.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Bronco. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
He's going to loft one deep to the left. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Jeremy Crawshaw out once again, punted away. Khalil Shakir to return this one for the Bills. The Bills and James Cook making their way back out on offense now. And they've gone to him as a receiver to complement his presence in the backfield, Bronc, to some good early results. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Here's Cook. Has good room at the 35. And he's all the way up to the 41. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
That's good for a Bills first down. A gain of 21 yards. And the Bills first down.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
Throwing now on first down, Allen. Short pass brought in. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He just gets down inside the 35-yard line. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Now Allen. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They'll run it with Cook. It was almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Last season's Defensive Player of the Year, Pat Surtain, hauling him to the ground.
A gain of 2.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
They'll have the first down and even more. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills make it a 16-point ball game. Keon Coleman, the touchdown. There sure was a lot of trust on that play, Brock, and he proved worthy of it with that end result.
Yeah, good old receiver. Someone who just knows how to get it into the end zone is worth his weight in gold to a QB. And on that throw, there was trust there that he had a shot to find pay dirt.
Prater on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bills take a 3-possession lead.
24, Broncos 7.
Now Prater on to send it away. Harvey now to return it. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Denver ready for another offensive possession. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. Drive starts with an option, right side. There he goes on the right side. All the way, touchdown Denver. The Broncos fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. It's a Bo Nix touchdown.
Okay, we know it's hard for running backs to get runs like that in the open field and find pay dirt from that distance. Even more rare to see a QB get it done. And I don't think that'll be the last time he totes it.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos cut the lead down to 10.
Bills 24, Broncos 14.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Johnson with a return here. Making some progress here. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. The Bills and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. This is Cook on the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Left side into the hands of Shakir. And no gain after the catch, but the gain's still out across midfield. They're to the 45. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Allen forces that one, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos get the football on the 1st turnover of the contest. 2nd down, they go pass here, and it's intercepted to kill the drive.
And that is one way defensively to get your teammates off the field. That was all about anticipation. Great move there by the defender to take it away and put his offense on the field.
The Broncos running their offense out once again. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. It's Harvey straight ahead. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Jack Thompson finishing that play off.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
It's from the gun on 3rd down. Ooh, put some air under this one, right side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And 4th and 4 coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
And this just gets past the 20 before going out. Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. It sure seems like they've been able to score every time they've touched it this quarter, Brock. So high hopes again for this upcoming series. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Downfield, and Shakir has it. Into the red zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills keep their drive alive and reach Pater one play later. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Well, Kate, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
Prater on for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bills take a 3-possession lead.
Broncos 14.
Now Prater on to send it away. Harvey now to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So here comes the Bronco offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Back now, pressure coming. Traveling with the grab. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. Well, it has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More from Mile High in just a moment. On 1st down, it's Nix. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
You know, as a quarterback, you got to give your man enough space to make that catch inbounds. That was off just enough to carry him to the sideline before he could have...
Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. So what we're all looking for here, did he secure the catch and maintain it while also getting both feet down?
Yeah, this is why it's a perfect look. This is why teams scout body control and field awareness for these pass catchers. For moments like this, he did not have much margin for error, and it happens oh so fast.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So upon further review and a consultation from Game Day Central, the call overturned. At the same spot after the incompletion, it's second down. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Completed over the middle. And now get him down after he gets into the 48. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it's going to be first down, Denver.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
Nix to throw again. Hits him on the out route. And he goes out a little short of the 40.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. They'll throw again. Nix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
Throwing again. Here's Nix. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Well, partner, I think this defense had enough. This QB has been getting out of the pocket and doing damage with his legs. But not this time. Great pursuit, great effort, and they're able to wrap him up for the sack.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. And as this hits and heads out, we wait for the mark, but it should be right on the 20. The Bills and Khalil Shakir headed out on offense now. And they've had a real connection looking his way in our opening half. Seems pretty clear that he's the one the coverage is going to have to adjust to and start slowing down. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Into heavy coverage, and that's intercepted. Pat Surtain has it.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
The Broncos get the football. Not a lot of time left in the half. And they're set up well inside of enemy territory. They've got a short field after that pick. We've set it downs from 37. Run left side, Harvey. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
At the 39-yard line.
Went the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. Shotgun snap to Nix. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. Denver calls the 2nd of its 3 timeouts. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Nick Snad, a throw. He's got Sutton complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. Nick's from the gun. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. No luck finding his receiver that time. So 2nd down coming up.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the gap closes to 14 points.
And with those 3 points, you just dig yourself out of a little bit of a hole. You know, coming out of halftime, you've got to firmly be in comeback mode.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
And this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Sending the tight end in motion left. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he has a decent gain on what's going to be the final play of the half. So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hanson. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hanson and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
As always, big thanks to our guy Scott Hanson and everyone down in Orlando. We're back looking at a 2-score game here, Brock, as our 3rd quarter gets underway. Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. Johnson now on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Bills and Khalil Shakir headed out on offense now. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. And up from the pistol to Cook. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Cook. They stuck with him and got the same results. He is stopped at the line once again to quickly bring up third down.
You know, some positive yardage there, Kate, but just as important, they're mixing up their play calling, and they could very well be setting up the defense for a big play later.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Third and long. They're going to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
The Bills with the punt team out there. It'll be Mitch Wisnowski doing the honors. And he collects the fair catch just inside the 35. The Broncos offense all set to go. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. First play of the drive. Here's Harvey. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Nix. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Their punter making his way out now. And this is going to put him up to 6 punts today. Starts his return from the 23. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Bills set to take over offensively. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner. So hopefully this one has some better legs to it. The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They send Cooks left. Allen now on 1st down. That's low and bounces short of his man. He was looking for Keon Coleman on that throw. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Back to the air, Allen. Pulled in by his back, Cook. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
It's sure nice to have that safety valve. Sure nice to have a running back that's not just able to tote it, Kate, but he's able to catch it. That's now multiple times they've looked his way, and multiple times he's delivered.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And they're staring at a 4th down now after that sack.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
They'll send out the punting unit. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. Denver set to take the field on offense. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Giving this to Harvey. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Nix. He put everything he had into this one. That's grabbed inside the 30. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. It goes for a 38-yard pickup. And that's good for a Broncos 1st down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Pass is cut at the 9. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They'll run here. It's Harvey. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play 1st and goal situations too. Because a run like that now, well, it leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
2nd and goal coming up. 5 yards to the end zone. Here's Nix to throw. And I'll set up the screen here. It's Harvey. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to drop plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your 2nd read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Extra point try now from Lutz. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Broncos 24.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. On the return, here's Ray Davis. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Bills and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. First call here coming from the shotgun. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. Through the 2nd level at the 40. And he's finally brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And the Bills have a 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
On first down, Allen has him on the quick hitter. And this goes across midfield and into Broncos territory.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Here's Allen. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. A 6-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Allen to throw. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Looking for Keon Coleman that time. So that brings up 2nd down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
From the 40, here comes 2nd and 10. To the air again, Allen. Finds him over the middle. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
That's another Bills first down. It's a gain of
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Working inside the red zone. He'll try and run this. And Allen slides to a stop there with enough for the first.
10 more yards.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Breaking the huddle, here's 1st and goal. Straight ahead, here's Cook. He's got them down to the doorstep inside the 5. He picks up 7, and now it's 2nd and goal at the 3.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. He's got it. And in. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills take a 13-point lead. It's a James Cook touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Prater on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills double their lead to 14.
Broncos 24.
Now Prater on to send it away. On the return, here's Mims. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Denver ready for another offensive possession. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10. This is Harvey. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. Give him 13 on that play. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver.
That's good for Broncos. 1st down.
Okay, to run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
Throwing on 1st down, Nix. Completed over the middle. He has it up to his own 45 on a small gain. Making the stop that time, Taron Johnson.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So it'll be 3rd down.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
He'll air it out on 3rd. That one finds his man, Ingram. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Harvey headed right. And those running lanes are closing up fast, aren't they? He's out to just a yard.
Jordan Boyer on the tackle. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Harvey once more. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Now we see after that play, one of the Broncos having a little bit of trouble out there. They're going to head out to look at him. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. And he's got it. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos shrinking the lead some in the 3rd.
There's a good chance he wasn't even looking when that ball was released, but the crowd, well, the crowd let him know exactly what was going on. You could feel the swell of excitement whenever they take a deep shot. It's only going to get louder now as they were able to connect.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Broncos chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Broncos 31.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Johnson with a return here. Looks away from one. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Bills and James Cook making their way back out on offense now. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this second half. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Cook. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Just couldn't get outside quick enough to take that D-line out of the picture, and one of those guys impressively got on the edge and caught him.
You know what's scary in this game today, Kate? When you watch the combine and you watch these 280-pound DNs that run like 4.6.
Yeah.
I am really thankful I don't play quarterback in today's game.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
Allen on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
I know the combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Cook trying this one up the gut. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. That's Kincaid with a catch out left. And this is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. They get 22 out of that play. And the Bills have a 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Now run by Cook. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Another one for Cook. And he finds just enough daylight for a 5-yard gain. It's 3rd down.
A humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. That's the line. He's going to run for it. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on 3rd down. And they've got themselves a 1st and goal.
And the Bills, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Cook runs it in. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills take a 13-point lead. It's a James Cook touchdown.
We've seen all game long how difficult it has been for this defense to try to contain this guy. Not only through the air, now 2 touchdowns on the ground. He's just been a difference maker.
Prater on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bills double their lead to 14.
45. Broncos 31.
Now Prager on to send it away. On the return, here's Mims. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. The Broncos are ready to go, and we'll get a look at receiver Marvin Mims. And the first half scoring has continued so far in this second half as they try to keep the pace. New set of downs for him from the 31. Shotgun hands off to Harvey. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. Nix from the gun. Hits him on the in route. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
14 yards. That's good for our Broncos. First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. On the draw. He gives a Harvey. Didn't sell the draw enough, and he pays the price. He's headed the wrong direction. Backs him up for 2nd down.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice game. And sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Staying on the ground here with Harvey. And give him 10 yards there. A lot of work done as they set up 3rd and very short.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Third and a lone yard coming up. On the handoff, here's Harvey. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 2.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. It's Harvey straight ahead. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. It's Broncos football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the 4th. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Dump off to his fullback. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
First down now, ball at the 33. Next, Cook out wide, complete. And they take him down right along the 30.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Throwing again. Here's Nix. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down. Well, this goes for every player in every sport, Brock. Fatigue in the 4th quarter. So that can mean dropped interceptions just as much as it can mean a dropped catch, too.
And believe it or not, Kate, quarterbacks, they can get fatigued, too.
Yeah.
Maybe not as much physically as their buddies running around and hitting, but mentally. You just get tired there as a passer. You start to assume, and that's a dangerous place to play.
And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
He's got it near the 8. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Nix to throw again. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll work against the blitz. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
And they're going to score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos now within 1 score in the 4th. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Broncos 38.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. On return, here comes Davis. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Bills and James Cook making their way back out on offense now. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. That's the 9-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Allen. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
It's cool.
Allen on 3rd and short. Got his man. Shakir has it. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Bills 1st down. A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Buffalo.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
1st down from the 42. Again, Allen to the air. That's going to be caught by Cooks. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from 1st down to 1st down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
So 1st down from the 41. Allen gonna throw again. Complete out to the right side. And he hangs on nicely through that hit. Nothing added to the catch, but they're down to the 28. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. To the air again, Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
NFL game on. Rocket red countdown liftoff. American football. Body green covering eyes. NFL game on. Rocket red countdown liftoff. American football. Body green covering eyes. NFL game on. Rocket red countdown liftoff. American football. Body green covering eyes. NFL game on. Rocket red countdown liftoff. American football. Body green covering eyes. NFL game on. Rocket red countdown liftoff. American football. Body green covering eyes.
Play number 8 of this drive, and it's 8 that they need here on 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. And this is going to be incomplete. Great looking catch, but he lost track of that sideline and went out of bounds. We've got 4th down.
Kid, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
A 43-yard attempt.
Prater puts it through, and that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
Now Prater on to send it away. Harvey now to return it. Making some progress here. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. The Broncos and quarterback Bo Nix gearing up for their next series. And you may as well call him a constant headache that this defense has had to deal with all game long. I mean, they game plan to slow down his passing work, but it's been his rushes that have really broken the spirit of this unit. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Play action with Nix. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. Give him 25 on that play. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
1st and 10. It's Harvey. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. Matt Milano in to pick it off. And the Bills are going to start out at their own 35. 2nd and long. They didn't have to pass, Brock, but you kind of knew that was what was coming. And they had the right coverage out there to pick it off.
Yeah, you really have two choices here, Kate, offensively, right? You could play conservative, try to get to a manageable 3rd down, or you go step on the gas with aggressiveness. And I love aggressiveness. The problem? Well, this defense saw it coming, and even more so, they took it away. They went up and attacked it and got the ball for themselves.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. All the left side. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Every offense I've ever seen from Pop Warner to the NFL's got this play in the playbook, but every offense isn't capable of executing it because it takes a quarterback and a receiver on the same page, and that page, it was textbook.
1st and 10. Here's Allen. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
That's another Bills 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Allen now on 1st down. Yet again, he finds Shakir. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. 3 touchdown catches in one game is rare air, Brock. Safe to say most guys who retire can name every time they did that here in the NFL.
Yeah, I hope he remembers it, but also remember this. Receivers, they're a dependent position. They're dependent on the guys doing their job up front. They're dependent on the quarterback putting it on the spot. And usually, when you reach a milestone like this, you love to share it with everybody else. And my guess, especially if they could find a way to win this one, is this receiver will celebrate it with all of his guys.
Prater on for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bills take a 3-possession lead.
Broncos 38.
SOM backhand index pointing left full game live it. SOM backhand index pointing left full game live it. SOM backhand index pointing left full game live it. SOM backhand index pointing left full game live it. SOM backhand index pointing left full game live it. SOM backhand index pointing left full game live it. SOM backhand index pointing left full game live it.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. They send a man in motion. Throwing on 1st down, Nix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that'll bring up second down. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Caught quickly on the slant. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Here's Nix to throw. We've got a screen to the running back. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That play good for 17 and a first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Dumped off to his running back. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
Nix quick out wide, complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 35-yard line.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. They'll throw again. Nix finds him on the crossing route. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap to Nix. And he's got it. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos get it back to within 2 possessions. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Extra point try now from Lutz. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos cut the lead down to 10.
Bills 55, Broncos 45.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. On return, here comes Davis. Good work so far, he's got room. Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35. The Bills and Khalil Shakir headed out on offense now. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. It's a designated keeper for Allen. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
When they draw up these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that could tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought into that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
Completed to his running back. And this is going to get them all the way into the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper, shredding the slopes, or dude shredding a defense just like that.
From the red zone on first. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. Picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. He's got it. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead. They'll run. Davis. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Here's another for it. And this time he mixes it in. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Took a couple of runs into that wall before they finally punched it across for the score.
Well, that defensive front, you know they were dialed up to make a stand, but it was going to be a challenge to make another 2 stops even after that one. That crack formed in the wall, and it burst through for a touchdown.
Prater on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills take a 3-possession lead.
Broncos 45.
Now Prater on to send it away. On the return, here's Mims. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Broncos and Troy Franklin headed back to the field on offense. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10. Nix from the gun. Finds a seam down the middle. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. It's a pickup of 26. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver.
Gosh, that is so demoralizing defensively. You do everything right, you draw it up right, you got double coverage, and yet you still can't take the ball away.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Nix with it on 1st. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
Here's Nix. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it. Looking for Pat Bryant on that throw. And now it's third down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Empty backfield now. Running back motions out left. On third down, here's Nix. Underneath it goes. Catch made by the running back. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's good for Broncos. First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard
That brings us to the
line.
2-minute warning here in Denver. Broncos trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. All set to go now from the 35. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets this one down inside the 30. That's a gain of 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Nix looking to throw. He'll step up, and there he goes. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From the red zone now. A lot of mess on the move here. And he drives this forward to the 6.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
2nd and inches at the 6-yard line.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. To throw, here's Nix. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Out of the gun, it's Nix. They're in trouble now, and the ball is out. And this is scooped up by the Bills. And they're going to take possession of the football, but they're going to do it deep on their own side of the field.
That is such a gut punch as a quarterback. You put in so much work to get down near the goal line, and then you've got to take care of the football. You can't be reckless with the ball. Those defenders are looking to knock it free, and that's exactly what they did, keeping points off the board.
The Bills and Khalil Shakir headed out on offense now. And even with those 2 timeouts left across the field, they can still kneel out this win and send us all home. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Oh, Bronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. That one's complete, right side. And he's going to be out of bounds after it looks like about a yard there. 2nd down coming up.
Bounds at the 13-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They're going to pass it here. Look at this fullback now. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
I remember talking to Jim Harbaugh one time, and Bo Schembechler asked him when he was a head coach, you have a tight end with his hand on the ground? Yes, coach. You have a fullback still in your roster? Yes, coach. Then you're going to be just fine.
3rd and just 2 to go. So the Bills fight their way to a win on the road. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Bills, as we'll see you next time from Denver.